In one of my videos on this channel, I opined that President Uhuru Kenyatta can easily make Musalia Mudavadi the next president of the Republic of Kenya. But Musalia Mudavadi cannot allow the president to make him the next president of the Republic of Kenya, because Musalia Mudavadi is prone to committing political mistakes. So he cannot be made the president of the Republic of Kenya. And in this video today, I want to do something which I've never done before. I want to offer my unsolicited advice to Musalia Mudavadi. And anybody who is close to Musalia Mudavadi on this channel, please pass this message to Musalia Mudavadi. Mr. Musalia Mudavadi, Raila Odinga is not your political enemy. Your political enemies are right inside One Kenya movement. I've noted of late that you've made Raila Odinga your political enemy, your target, politically speaking. That's a wrong target. You should be targeting those in One Kenya movement. Initially, I thought and believed that your attacks on Raila Odinga were motivated by your former Secretary General Barack Moloka, because it's a known fact that Moloka had a personal beef with Raila Odinga, and that he was influencing you to make those particular comments against Raila Odinga or to target Raila Odinga. Moloka left ANC party and joined Tanga Tanga. But those your attacks are still there. At some point, I also thought that probably Kabisu Kabatesi, your spokesperson, had a personal beef with Raila Odinga. But when he left you for Vihiga County, then I realized that your attacks on Raila Odinga were still persistent. So my conclusion is that you've identified Raila Odinga as your political enemy and your political target. Mr. Musalia Mudavadi, you are targeting a wrong man. And I want to explain to you guys. And for us to understand this, let us go back into history. And not long ago, in 2002, there was a mass exodus from Kanu to form the LDP. Raila Odinga had joined Kanu and left Kanu. Moi had imposed President Uhuru Kenyatta, who was then the Kanu presidential candidate, on Kanu supporters. And there was a mass exodus. And the people who were living Kanu had identified Musalia Mudavadi as their best bet. Specifically, Raila Odinga had identified Musalia Mudavadi as his best bet, a person he wanted to support. But Musalia Mudavadi was baited by Moi. 3 months to the election, he was appointed the vice president of the Republic of Kenya. And that's how Musalia Mudavadi was not supported by Raila Odinga. Then Raila Odinga ended up supporting Kibaki. But Musalia Mudavadi stuck with Kanu. And during that election, Musalia Mudavadi was sent to political oblivion. Then, that was in 2002. In 2007, after that election, Raila Odinga then decided to resurrect Musalia Mudavadi from his political grave. He brought him on board. And by 2007, Musalia Mudavadi had been made Raila Odinga's running mate. Musalia Mudavadi was not the only guy who could have been made running mate to Raila Odinga. As a matter of fact, William Ruto was ripe. As a matter of fact, even Henry Kosgei was ripe. As a matter of fact, even Sally Kosgei was ripe. But Raila Odinga went against all odds to choose Musalia Mudavadi as his running mate. Remember, there were those who claimed that there was no way Raila could choose Musalia Mudavadi as his running mate, because Vihiga and Nyanza zimeshikana tu. But Raila Odinga, despite that, chose him. And when Raila Odinga, after that election, when there was this coalition government, Raila Odinga then opted again for Musalia Mudavadi as his deputy prime minister at the expense of William Ruto. In fact, the main reason why Ruto left ODM party was as a result of the preferential treatment which Raila Odinga was giving to Musalia Mudavadi. Listening to William Ruto speaking himself.
Ndugu yangu mkubwa, na sisi wote ni marafiki, na unajua mimi na wewe na Tinga 2007 tulikuwa pamoja kwa ODM. Si namna hiyo? Sisi wote tulikuwa ODM. Alafu tukakubaliana kwa hiyo ODM twende uchaguzi, Raila akuwe president, Musalia akuwe vice president, mimi nikuwe prime minister. Tukakubaliana, tukaenda kwa uchaguzi. Sasa kufika huko kwa uchaguzi mambo ikakuwa sivyo. Tukakosa kiti ya president, tukakosa kiti ya vice president, ile ilipatikana ni ya prime minister. Sasa hiyo ilipatikana ya prime minister ambayo ilikuwa yangu. Si namna hiyo? Si lazima tuseme ukweli jameni. Sasa hiyo ya prime minister ambayo ilikuwa yangu, sasa hawa ndugu zangu wakubwa wawili wakagawana. Ule Raila akakuwa prime minister, Musalia akakuwa deputy prime minister. Mimi nikazama.
Again, in 2013, after the 2007 election, Musalia Mudavadi committed another political mistake. He decided to contest for the presidency. Musalia Mudavadi was used by the system to try and split the Western Kenya bloc. Again, he failed because he got less than 300 votes. He was sent to the political oblivion. And after that 2013 election, Raila Odinga again reached out to Musalia Mudavadi. And I remember in 2017, around 2016, the first political event which Musalia Mudavadi attended with Raila Odinga was in Kathwana. I was physically present in Kathwana. Musalia Mudavadi was resurrected. He was made one of the NASA principals. And that's how Musalia Mudavadi politics has continued up to now. But Musalia Mudavadi currently has identified Raila Odinga as his biggest enemy. After the 2018 handshake between President Uhuru Kenyatta and Raila Odinga, the first person to attack or to call, the first person, especially among the NASA principals, to call for a press conference to attack that handshake was none other than Musalia Mudavadi. But is Raila Odinga the main problem or the biggest political enemy to Musalia Mudavadi? I don't think so. Even that particular handshake, Musalia Mudavadi has told us several stories. Raila Odinga has also told us several stories. When there was opportunity for Musalia Mudavadi to shine, he decided to leave it.
Mimi nataka niwaambie, mimi ni mmoja wa wale ambaye alikuwa anaweka break ili baba asiapishwe, ili baba asishike Biblia. Na nilikuwa nikifanya hivyo na wenzangu Kalonzo na Weta, tukaweka na huko nje mambo inawaka, tukaweka na inawaka, tukaweka inawaka. Sasa mguu imechoka, ile brake pad imekwisha, sasa brake imekatika. Brake pad imekwisha, brake imefanya nini? Brake imefanya nini? Kwa sababu tulikuwa tunaweka brake tukisema tunataka watu wapate fikira, wajue kwamba Kenya inataka haki, lakini inaonekana hawataki kusikia. Kwa hivyo brake imefanya nini?
But let us forget about those history. Why do I believe that Musalia Mudavadi should make Raila Odinga his best political friend? Or why do I believe that Raila Odinga is not Musalia Mudavadi's biggest political enemy? Number one, look at Raila Odinga's age. How old is Raila Odinga? And how old is Musalia Mudavadi? Which means Musalia Mudavadi should be treating Raila Odinga with much respect. Musalia Mudavadi should be the one today helping Raila Odinga, so that if Raila Odinga is going to achieve certain things, politically speaking, then Musalia Mudavadi will take credit for them. Then at the right time, Musalia Mudavadi can now come back and claim that he supported Raila Odinga And then because of those support, then Raila Odinga supporters can then return the favor. Raila Odinga is currently 76-year-old. Even if Raila Odinga were to become the president in 2017, do you think Raila Odinga can be bad to Musalia Mudavadi? Now compare it. Assuming today William Ruto becomes the president of the Republic of Kenya, what are the guarantees that is going to support Musalia Mudavadi? Zero. Let's assume one of the One Kenya movement guys there are endorsed as the presidential candidate. Let's say they go for Gideon Moi. Do you think Gideon Moi presidency favors Musalia Mudavadi? What about Kalonzo Musyoka if he's chosen? So of all these presidential candidates, the person who Musalia Mudavadi should make his political friend, in my considered opinion, is none other than Raila Odinga based on his age. Number two is what I call President Uhuru Kenyatta support. The One Kenya movement today are struggling for the support of President Uhuru Kenyatta. Uhuru Kenyatta is in the handshake with Raila Odinga. We all know that Kalonzo Musyoka was Raila Odinga's running mate in the last election. And he has supported Raila Odinga twice as a running mate, consistently, unlike Musalia Mudavadi, who supports, disappears, is brought back, support, disappear, brought back, again, something like that. Kalonzo Musyoka has been consistent supporter of Raila Odinga. Now, how is Uhuru Kenyatta's support coming in here? Raila Odinga has not submitted his bid for the presidency on ODM party ticket, which means Raila Odinga might decide not to run for the presidency. That's a possibility. Then Raila Odinga might decide with Uhuru Kenyatta that both of them are going home, but they want to leave Kenya in safe hands. So President Uhuru Kenyatta will agree and sit with Raila Odinga down somewhere. Then aulize Tinga, wewe, who do you think we should support? Tinga, based on the way Musalia Mudavadi is mistreating him or is treating him, can opt to support someone else. Because even if I were Raila Odinga, I would not go for Musalia Mudavadi. I would go for Kalonzo Musyoka, because Kalonzo Musyoka has treated Raila Odinga with utmost respect. So Raila Odinga will easily convince President Uhuru Kenyatta. Of course, President Uhuru Kenyatta also has his preference, and his preference is none other than Gideon Moi. It's a known fact that Raila Odinga has a preference for Musalia Mudavadi, but Musalia Mudavadi is not seen. So Raila Odinga can decide, okay, Boda, you want Kalonzo? You want Gideon Moi? For me, I want Musalia Mudavadi. Let's go for a compromise. Let us support Musalia Mudavadi. So you can easily do that. And because of that, Musalia Mudavadi must make Raila Odinga his best political friend. Number three is the Mashemeji neighborhood. If you look at the Luyas and the Luos, in Nairobi they vote together. In Mombasa they vote together. Even down here they vote together. Busia votes with their brothers. In fact, if you want to study the voting pattern of the Luyas and the Luos, look at how they vote along the borders. Along the borders of Luos and Luyas, all the way, all of them have always supported or stood with the ODM party. Along the borders. You begin with Vihiga, that constituency there, you go all the way, mpaka mwisho. All those constituencies bordering Luos and Luyas. And of course, because of this Mashemeji thing, you will find in some counties or some villages in Ugenya, you find Luos this side, Luos, like there was a day I attended a funeral somewhere and I was shocked that those homes were actually speaking both Luo and Luya. And because of that, it's easier for Raila Odinga to support Musalia Mudavadi. And I don't understand why Musalia Mudavadi is making Raila Odinga his political enemy. Raila Odinga's politics, I don't think it will go beyond the next 20 years. Musalia Mudavadi is still a young man, so he should just relax. And lastly, he should take advantage of Raila Odinga's goodwill. Raila Odinga has always had Musalia Mudavadi at heart. He's always supported him, politically speaking. Otherwise, if Musalia Mudavadi were any other individual, I'm sure he would have been crushed. Because the 48 laws of power is also very clear that you must crush your enemies. Raila Odinga has never crushed Musalia Mudavadi. When Musalia Mudavadi is down, he's always just reached out to him, supported him, and like that. But the mere fact that Musalia Mudavadi is keen on making Raila Odinga his political enemy, I don't understand. You look at One Kenya movement. One Kenya movement has 3 key individuals: Musalia Mudavadi, Kalonzo Musyoka, and Gideon Moi. If you ask me, President Uhuru Kenyatta has a preference there. The preference is Gideon Moi. Gideon Moi wants to become the president. And Gideon Moi just wants someone who can serve for 1 term. And then he can pick up from there. In fact, without election, without Raila Odinga and Uhuru Kenyatta working together, I don't think this One Kenya alliance would be together. They are together because of someone they've identified, Raila Odinga, and their support and the support they expect from President Uhuru Kenyatta. I don't know what to think, but in my considered opinion, you ask me, Raila Odinga is not Musalia Mudavadi political enemy. If you have a contrary opinion, please let me read in the comment sections. Bye-bye.